Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Stop your whining.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Alert, alert, alert.
Third down. Now Allen off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Where are they, King? Watch twins.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, he's got Smith here. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing, Mariota dancing to his left. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
March 47. Check right, check right. 56, 56.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Titans 3.
Both sevens around 80. They can't hang with us. Stop. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
Allen now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mariota now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On the carry, it's Cook. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
You better be afraid of me.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 9-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
Allen going to throw. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Christian Wilkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Fournette fighting through. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a first down following a gain of 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Where are they, King? Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Do. One. Switch.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Push him back. Push him back.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
Off play action. Kirkland. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing is Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. To throw Mariota. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down throw for Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown, Titans! Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Kirkland. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll run on first down. Cook, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back now in Buffalo. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overrule the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bills take over first and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Down.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bravo. We got 4.
To throw on second down. Kirkland. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Titans' 43-yard line.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's out to his running back, Fournette.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Delta. Hey, rock it. Rock it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Let's go.
To throw on third down. Kirkland. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way that the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On the ground, it's Cook. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. Now Mariota, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run, Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Which was also a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. They go jet sweep. This is Taylor looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check.
Now Cook running right. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here, and you know for me it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
X3. 218. Chop. Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Also the guard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 40-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Titans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.